Coming up at 11, the Southeast Kentucky Beekeeping School looks to get more people involved.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. From experienced beekeepers to those just wanting to learn more, several bee fanatics gathered today at the Southeastern Kentucky Beekeeping School in Whitley County. WYMT's Alyssa Williams was there to speak to event organizers and attendees about this educational event and to learn why bees keep them buzzing with excitement.
Bees hold a big responsibility when it comes to flower and crop pollination.
Bees are such an integral part of the fabric of our lives, of our food, and our livelihood.
These creatures are also the driving force behind the Southeastern Kentucky Beekeeping School in Williamsburg.
I've had them 6-7 years now. You can always still learn something.
Whether they were new beekeepers or veteran beekeepers, these students were kept busy with new lessons.
So the goal for us is to educate hopeful or new beekeepers, aspiring beekeepers, on basic hive management and give them some tools to be successful with their beekeeping and connect them with other beekeepers, because we all love to talk about bees.
This event also gave students the opportunity to win gear to help them in their endeavor or even win an entire bee colony.
We're honored to be able to bring new beekeepers into the craft of keeping bees.
Renee Yetter with the Whitley County Beekeepers Association adds that not only do beekeeper associations help with the beekeeping community, but they are also there to be the general public's resource for all things bee related.
But we encourage people to do things that will protect both honeybees and native pollinators, which are important to all of us.
Looking to add more bee enthusiasts to their hive. In Williamsburg, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Renee Yetter with the Whitley County Beekeepers Association says they host monthly meetings for anyone who's interested in learning more about bees. Columbia police say 12 people were injured, including 10 by gunfire after a shooting Saturday at the Columbiana Center Mall in northern Columbia. Police say at this point, however, there are no fatalities. Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook gave an update on the shooting, which he said is not random, and that he believes the people involved knew each other. 3 people have been detained, but have not been called suspects. The chief said they do believe at least one of them fired a weapon. Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team's Land Rover Defender has arrived. The crew won the decked out vehicle in a national contest from Land Rover America. It's been installed with all LED emergency scene lighting, 100-watt speaker, a handheld siren, and a front radio, among other things, to help with their rescues. If you have a tax refund coming, it may take a while. Blame it on budget cuts and staffing levels, which are the lowest since 1974. Still, as of April 8th, more than 70 million refunds have been issued, and the average refund is almost 10% higher than last year. It's now more than $3,200. But no refund for the president and first lady. They reported an income of over $600,000, paid $150,000 in federal income tax. Vice President Kamala Harris and the second gentleman earned almost triple that, $1.6 million. And they paid over $500,000 in taxes. We're going to get our first look at the man police say killed 3 people inside a Georgia shooting range. This is 21-year-old Jacob Christian Muse. Authorities arrested him Friday. Muse faces 3 counts of malice murder for the deaths of 75-year-old Tommy and Evelyn Hawk and their 17-year-old grandson Luke. They were shot to death on April 8th at the family's shooting range in Grantville, about 50 miles southwest of Atlanta. The county coroner, who is the couple's son and the teen's father, found the bodies. Police also say Muse stole a cache of weapons from the range.
Well, the weather is quiet across the mountains as we go through the rest of your Saturday, but we are watching out for some chillier temperatures to return to the area. Here is a live look at the London Corbin Airport. All is quiet. Current temperature still mild for this hour, sitting at 59 degrees. 61 in Hazard, 60 in Jackson and Pikeville, 55 in Wise, and 59 in Somerset and London. However, those temperatures are expected to drop quickly through the overnight, and most of us wake up on Sunday in the middle and upper 30s. And because of that, we do have a frost advisory in effect for the northern half of the area, and that will go into effect tonight and linger until your Sunday morning. The forecast, we fall into the middle and upper 30s. We stay dry under a partly cloudy sky, watching out for some patchy frost as well. So be sure to protect those outdoor plants through the rest of tonight. I have your entire weekend forecast, plus what you can expect on Easter Sunday, coming up in just a little bit. Keaton.
Thanks, Cameron. Speaking of plants, the growing season is already taking shape, including those wanting to plant Easter flowers or start early on their garden. However, Lou Saucer, owner and operator of Highland Garden Center Incorporated in Cincinnati, suggests either covering your plants up or bringing them inside with cold conditions expected. Garden plants that are most at risk for damage or could be killed in near freezing conditions are plants that hold a lot of water in the stems, such as begonias or impatiens and other tender annuals. Saucer recommends covering plants with a tarp and making sure all four corners are secured to the ground. Businesses in downtown Pikeville celebrated Easter this Saturday. Around 20 businesses, along with the Pikeville Main Street program, held a hop-in Easter egg hunt with prizes and plenty of candy for kids. Along with Easter celebrations, businesses were also excited about the reopening of 2nd Street after the completion of its streetscape makeover project.
We know that going forward, the beautification that's going to come from this streetscape is going to enhance their business even more, because all the events, the fundraisers, and the gathering of people downtown is pretty much going to occur here. So Main Street always works to make sure that we're bringing business to the people that has the small businesses.
Trimble said many of the businesses, as well as the Main Street program, are hoping to have more family-friendly events as well, and say the project not only made the street more beautiful, but much safer for pedestrians as well. And the city of Pikeville posted this image to their Facebook page, reminding folks of the changes that have been made to the flow of traffic downtown. Changes were made to Grace and Caroline Avenues. Grace Avenue will flow towards Main Street, and Caroline Avenue will now head towards Hambly Boulevard. The post reminded folks to drive safe and stay aware when driving in the area. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday, and this afternoon, Governor Beshear hosted an Easter egg hunt on the Capitol lawn. As Samantha Valentina shows us, folks were excited to get outside and celebrate.
It was a day of music, food, Easter eggs, and chocolate as people gathered to celebrate Easter at the Capitol on Saturday.
We came to see the tulips and just happened up on these festivities here on the Capitol lawn, and it's just great to see people out enjoying themselves.
There was one thing everyone was hoping to find during the egg hunt: a golden egg.
When I saw the golden egg, I just standed right next to it. I didn't even go into the line, and then once I heard the bell, that was the first egg I picked up.
Whether they found a golden egg or not, many called the event
One of the best times ever.
2 years ago, at the start of the pandemic, Easter was the first big holiday that people were unable to celebrate with their loved ones. Governor Andy Beshear says this is part of what makes this event so special.
But just to be able to talk to people, meet their kids, learn about what their families are going through, give people a hug after everything we've been through together, thank them. We have somebody that was here from Harrison Memorial, the first hospital to treat a COVID patient. So just a chance to say thank you.
In Frankfort, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
This was Governor Beshear's first time hosting an Easter egg hunt at the Capitol. Hayden officials held an autism awareness walk today. The event was hosted at the Riverfront Park from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Community members gathered, raising awareness for those with autism. Mayor Carol Joseph says they would like to host more events like the walk in the near future.
Maybe at the end of the year we can still do it again and have like all the special needs kids come like we did last year, and have a big picnic and we had more inflatables when they all come, and do that again. I like to do it at least a couple times a year.
Mayor Joseph says by the end of the event they had more than 50 people come and attend. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has tested positive for COVID-19. He was diagnosed yesterday by his personal physician. The governor is currently experiencing mild symptoms, including headaches, body aches, a runny nose, and a sore throat. DeWine has received an antibody treatment and is in quarantine following CDC protocols. Coming up at 11, pent-up demand from the pandemic is causing a bit of rush at the nation's airports.
And the weather is quiet tonight, and this will continue for most of your Easter Sunday. I got your full forecast coming up.